Audacity 3.1.0 Pros and Cons. While I was away at Sonicon, the Audacity team released 3.1.0. This is a significant update, and we'll talk about some of the pros and cons in this edition of Stuart's Audacity Tips. Welcome new subscribers. As with every issue, this edition of Stuart's Audacity Tips is a free resource. You're welcome to share it with friends and colleagues. So, Audacity 3.1.0 is here, and of course it has its ups and downs. Let's start with a reminder of my all-time favorite advice, DFI. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you're using Audacity for your production workflow, which most of my readers are, then don't risk a working, money-making workflow just for the sake of grabbing the shiny new version. Okay, so what's the buzz about 3.1.0? The biggest change in this new version is non-destructive editing. That means you can grab a clip by its left or right boundary and drag it inward to trim that end. And conversely, you can drag it back out again to adjust that edit. The audio that was clipped when you dragged the boundary inward is not deleted. This is an awesome feature for multi-track productions like music and podcasts. However, it doesn't bring a lot to the table for us VO producers. But it does have a minor impact and one major impact, but it's not a good one. Because non-destructive editing keeps all the audio that's been edited from the timeline, Audacity has more work to do while you're editing. This means that it's a little harder on older computers. How much harder? Well, I haven't benchmarked that yet, but it was noticeable to me on a well-equipped Windows machine where I first opened 3.1.0. The impact didn't seem as great on my Mac running Catalina. I haven't done quantitative tests on either platform yet, so take this with a grain of salt. The stop-start recording sequence we often employ for VO was a bit slower than I'd like. I didn't test punch and roll yet either, but since it requires more resources than my normal record edit method, I'm sure it's going to have some impact on PNR as well. The other impact of non-destructive editing is that project files, AUP3s, saved in 3.1.0 are much larger than Audacity project files saved in earlier 3.x versions. That may not be an issue, as many of you don't have to use the Audacity project format, but if you do, your files in 3.1.0 will be significantly larger, in some cases many times larger, than they used to be. For these reasons, I'm recommending against upgrading to 3.1.0, at least for now. If you're curious, I'm still using 2.4.2 for my production VO work. Why? It ain't broke. Hope this helps. I'm Stuart.